And diss me trying to sell a couple mixtapes. I'm not afraid, take my face and my name, paste it on the front page. I'm already famous and you'll never change it by hating or claiming you'll take it.
My name is Claire, and I'm in my 20s, and I study textiles.
What is textiles?
Well, I don't know. It's like when you make fabric, you're either weaving or knitting, and you're just making a piece of fabric.
So is that like in the realms of fashion designer?
Well, it could be, but it could also be in like interiors, where like for accessories. It could be for like anything, actually.
So like Cardi's furniture and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, no way. I didn't know
like,
that.
Actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you guys have projects like that?
There's actually a class where you can do that. Yeah, it's around.
For like couches?
Yeah, like fabric, couches. Sometimes they make the couch too.
Really?
Yeah.
Like from scratch?
Yeah, I've built my own chair, you know.
No way.
It's in my apartment. You can sit on it and stuff. It's a lounge chair. It goes back.
Oh, wow. Cool. All right. So I'm just going to ask you straight up, because you use a lot of isms and like ist words. What is it that you consider men on average do that you would say they're a certain type of way that turns you off? That's off-putting.
Things that men do that's off-putting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to be honest, in my experience with like Asian men, I feel like a good deal amount of people that I've met that are Asian men have been kind of misogynist. And I feel
you
like,
had to use the word. I was trying to avoid it, but okay, keep going.
Okay, well, like I feel like from the men that I've interacted with from my culture and within China, they tend to treat you like you're theirs, and they get to kind of control what you wear and what you say.
So you don't like when a guy sees you as theirs?
No, I don't like it when...
You like polygamy?
No,
Polyamory? I don't even know.
I like it when someone thinks that I'm theirs, but like I don't think that person like owns me and should decide like what I should wear, what I should say.
So like what percentage of ownership should they have over you?
Depends. If you're dating them, maybe 90%, 80%. If you're not even dating them, maybe 20%, 10%.
So when you say like it feels like they own you, are you talking more about controlling?
Yeah, like controlling, but also just treating you like you're not like their equal.
What would be equal?
Equals like you get to decide for yourself what you want to do.
Do you? Yeah, so that would be less controlling. So do you feel like in a relationship, being equal in every sense would really be like the ideal?
What's being equal on like every sense?
That's what I'm asking you. You're saying.
What does that mean?
You're saying he doesn't treat you equal. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. You're saying they don't treat you like you're equal, but.
Like, okay, for example, like let's say you were gonna go hang out with your girls, right? And then you wore like super crop top, and then you wore like a jeans that really like showed your body, and then this guy is like saying like, I don't like it when you wear like tight stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You should go change.
So personally, it doesn't bother me at all. But like now that I've really digged into it, it makes a lot of sense. Like, why do you? And I don't mean that's a girl. Like people, why do they dress up nice? Is it really for them, or is it to look good? And what does it mean to look good? Because to look good means you look attractive. And why are you trying to look attractive if you have a man?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying I'm okay with it.
It's misogynist.
But no. Oh, all right, control your little word usage, please. But like again, I'm okay with it because at the end of the day, if something's gonna happen, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not about what she's wearing, you know.
But again, devil's advocate, I get the concept now. Like, why? All right, think about it this way. I'm going to go hang out with my boy, and he has, like, 4 girl roommates. You're like, all right, cool. All right. And then the guy puts on black jeans, a nice little dress-up shirt, and some Chelsea boots. You're not going to feel a little like, I thought you were just going to hang out with your boy. Why are you looking so dressed up?
Right. Good question. So why are you so dressed up?
Because girls know that when you dress up, it's because you're trying to look attractive. Now, I think some guys push it to the point where it's like, oh yeah, my girl's trying to look attractive to go out to fuck another guy, and it's like, no, that doesn't mean that. But there are plenty of girls who low key aren't ever gonna cheat, but they still desire the attention from other males.
Well, I think
This happened with Steph Curry, by the way. His wife was like complaining how
Really?
she
No
never has
way.
guys hit on her. Yeah, it was all over the news. Well, TMZ. But yeah, that's the news of that.
well, okay, first of all, I think like women and men are like very different creatures, and most guys I know don't think about what they're gonna wear every single day. Sometimes they just find what's around.
Yeah. Amen to that simple lifestyle.
So I don't think they care as much, you know. But like, if I'm seeing my girls, I'm still gonna dress up. I'm gonna look cute. I'm gonna put on makeup, and they'll do the same because they're trying to enjoy their time together with their friends.
Do you ever feel like when you're dressing nice, in a way, it's like competition between your friends?
No way. Then you're not really friends with them. You're
You
probably
can't
a
have
fake
competition
friend.
with friends?
I mean, well, you can have competition about like I don't know, but like I feel like that's such a silly thing to have competition over.
So if
We're busy women, okay? Busy women don't do that.
If you decided to dress very casual but nice, and then this one friend just went off and she's getting all the attention, you won't feel some type of way.
I don't know. I don't think girls think about it like that. Like, oh my god, my friend's getting all the attention and I'm not.
But I think some of it is like self-conscious. All right. So, anyways, moving on. So that's one is the controlling part. So the way you dress and you leave. Mm-hmm.
But also like kind of controlling who you should hang out with and who you shouldn't hang out with. Like,
Wait. Before you say that, so what is it that was quote unquote misogynist?
well, controlling what a girl wears.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're dating, but also like controlling like your lifestyle, like whether you go to the club, whether you're going to the bar, like which friend you're hanging out with. Like I don't think she's a good influence on you, kind of thing.
Do you believe in guy friends? Like
Yeah.
100% platonic guy friends?
Yeah.
You
I
really
believe
believe that?
Yeah.
I don't believe that. I wanted to believe that. I believed it for a long time
So what made you change your mind?
because when I was friends with a girl and she was semi-attractive and I was single and I was really horny, if she was down,
Beep 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 beep
I
beep.
probably would have been down. I know, shocker, right? But I had this girl do it, and like several other podcasts have done it on like air, where the girl's super confident that it's not like that. You know, we're just friends.
But the guy's like into her.
And they ask her, so just friends, right? This is platonic. There's no sexual anything from you or her. Because a lot of times girls think, well, I'm not interested in it, so it's platonic. Yeah, it's like, no, that's not what it means. Both sides have to have it. So they would have the girl text the guy and be like, hey, I'm horny. When you're down to come over.
I've seen this TikTok.
And the girl, like, is shocked. Oh, my God. The guy's, like, literally like, oh, this is weird. But, yeah, sure, I can be over in, like, 15 minutes. Like,
Well, guys will fuck anything.
all right. But, like, now I understand why it is that some guys are a little bit close-minded to girls having male friends.
Because they
Now-
probably think the guy's like into her.
Now, there's a difference between friends, and I think this is the issue that I've heard where it's not clear enough. I think when they mean friends, they need to define it as what it is. Someone you have a decent amount of contact with outside of work, right?
Yeah.
So, because I think it's okay if girls have male acquaintance,
Yeah.
but male friends, I think that's where it gets a little different. Because like if acquaintance would be like,
Someone
oh
you
yeah, my
see occasionally.
yeah, like my friend in class, he invited me to get some snacks in between class. Like, that's fine. Like, if a guy was really controlling over that, that's kind of a little weird and a red flag. But if it's like, you know, you're going to go to the movies with a guy.
I mean, if you're going to the movies with a guy, like one-on-one, I feel like that's always kind of sus because you always have like girlfriends that you can go with. Okay, I feel like the context in which they're like hanging out matters too because that kind of determines whether they're an acquaintance or a friend.
Right. So it goes
Or
back to what I was...
anything,
Yeah, so it goes back to what I was saying. Do you believe in... I believe in it, but it has to be one very specific condition. But do you believe in it?
What condition? Like the context?
The guy has to find the girl extremely unattractive, and the girl needs to find the guy extremely unattractive.
Okay, but what if one of them's like really attractive? then would you question it?
Yeah, of course. If the girl's like semi-attractive, the guy's probably gonna be down, unless he's gay. But I feel like those don't count.
Yeah.
Those situations don't count.
Because I do have like guy friends that are gay, and it's like completely fine. Like I'll go out with him and everything. But I think for straight guys, that's like a friend. I think.
And there's a flip side to that. It's I never really thought about this, but it was like guys shouldn't really have female friends either.
I think it really depends on the context. I feel like it's too hard to like just.
But it's funny
generalize
because
everything.
a lot of girls kind of subconsciously believe what I just said previously about the unattractive part. Because if you're dating a guy and he has a really close female friend and she's extremely unattractive, you're so like cool with it. But if she's hot,
oh, I'm gonna have a problem.
exactly. So that's when it becomes a problem. So that's why for something to be for something to be platonically, a friendship, there has to be like no attraction, right? Like as weird as this sounds, like the reason why I can be friends with a dude is because like I have zero attraction to dudes. So it's platonic, right? 100%. But if I'm hanging out with a girl and there's even like a little bit of attraction, like just having that in the back of your mind influences you. Like,
So you don't have female friends?
I have acquaintances.
You sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a male friend straight 100%?
Yeah, I do actually.
Really?
Yeah.
And you hang out with them all the time?
No. I guess they're acquaintances.
Yeah, no, that's right. And that's why I'm saying it's like a lot of podcasts don't explain this, because some people define friends as that one person they hang out with once during class.
Yeah. That's not a friend.
And that's
an
not really,
acquaintance.
but some people be like, oh, that's my friend.
Okay, well, we
And they're like, well, I
can
can't hang out with my friend. And it's like, well, that's not really a friend. That's more of an
I
acquaintance.
mean, like, if it's someone that you're seeing all the time, like, probably, yeah.
Yeah, like, so, like, the way you hang out with one of your best friends who are female, if you hang out even 70% of that, but with a male, it would just be a little bit weird.
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
Okay. So glad we clarified that. And what was, like, the other point? The other is
Well,
Asian guys.
controlling what you wear, also, like, deciding your, like,
Friends. That was the
Friends.
second point.
and, like, your actions. Do we need a third point?
What do you mean by actions?
No, like, them saying, like, you can do this with your friend, you can't do that. Like, you can't go to bars. Well, I don't think you should go to bars. If you do, I'm going to really, like, shame you for it. Or go clubbing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or, like, wearing, like, exposing clothes, like, going back to the clothes part.
I do think in today's society, girls can go to a club, look good, and have zero intention of male attention or fucking.
Yeah.
But the only reason why I believe that's only today, not before, is because before there was no social media. So girls barely, like, if a girl woke up, zero attention from a man. If a girl like walk into class, maybe a random hobo like hits on her, but if that, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not that much male attention.
Yeah.
And if she's hot, then most of the dudes in the class probably don't even try because they just assume, right? They give up.
Wow,
So then
you
she
really know about this.
So then she goes to the club to get that male attention. But now we have like Tinder, Bumble, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. And it's like they're already getting bombarded with male attention, where I can see how you already had enough of the dose and you can actually go out for yourself. So that's where I'm on the fence, right? Because I do agree with the other side, but I also agree that I think today now it's possible for girls to just go out with...
So you believe in it?
Yeah, I guess, for the most part. Like, if I had to pick life or death, I would probably say most girls can.
Yeah. So what was the question?
No, so that was like what you were just saying, like controlling your actions. So regarding going out, so that was one of them, and I'm saying I'm on the fence. Like, I would say yes, but I still don't know. Like, it's too soon.
But you will never know with like anything. I feel like it's just like a part of like a relationship. You don't know anything. You don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like it's all about like trusting your partner.
Right, but here's the thing. Like, I think we watch a lot of Disney movies and
Yeah.
believe that like if the girl falls in love with a guy, and this is why there's so many simps, because there's guys who believe that being sweet to a girl and stuff like that is what gets you the girl.
It's not.
And no, it doesn't.
So what gets you the girl?
So being sweet and nice and all that compliments the girl in a way where if she likes you more. But that doesn't get you. That doesn't make a girl who's not interested in
if
you
they don't have the prior,
interested in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, oh my god, I like this dude.
Actually, no. Sometimes if a guy's persistent, sometimes a girl starts to see the good in him.
Well, this is 2022, so if the guy's persistent, he's probably in jail. Am I capping though? Am I capping? No, I'm just kidding. In a way, not really. For example,
Fine.
like just being straight up, if a girl's not interested in you, having a lot of money out of nowhere would give you a better chance than being sweet.
Sure. Yeah.
But no. So there's a few that like I see in other couples that I can tell it's gonna go downhill.
Like what? You want to share?
An easy one, and I've been saying this since I can talk, that if I go to the guy's Instagram page, and every other picture is him and his girlfriend,
That's not.
but then no, that's not a red flag. I'm not saying that's a red
But
flag.
it's not a vibe.
The red flag is when I go to the girl's picture and it's like picture with boyfriend, selfie, ass, kind of picture with boyfriend, but you have to swipe right? So the first picture is their selfie.
He knows
and
all
then
about
the second
Instagram.
one. Honestly, that's because the
Why
girls
not a
who I
red
know
flag?
who are extremely in love, who are active in Instagram. So like if a girl's not active in Instagram and she barely posts her man, that's not a bad thing. She just doesn't use Instagram like that. But if she posts a lot, but doesn't post a lot of her man, that's a little weird. And almost every relationship that I've seen that happen, it ends. And it almost always ends on her behalf. So, and to counter that, the couples that I've seen that are really in love and like the girl's super into like die hard, she like literally posts them nonstop. To the
That's
point,
so cute.
yeah. So that's like the difference. But again, that's something that they don't explain is it matters if the girl posts the guys a lot if she's already active. Like, so before you dated the girl, she was already posting a lot. And now she's not posting as much about you at all. Like, it's just about her still. Then that's a little weird. But if she's inactive, like she has like maybe 5 pictures and they're all like from different years kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And she like barely like puts you on her story or anything like that, that's fine because she wasn't active to begin with. You know, there's some people who have social media just to look at other people's shit, you know. So that's one of my red flags is if the girl barely posts any pictures with him, but the guy posts pictures with her almost all the time.
Okay, but
There's a level of balance there.
No. But maybe some people, they don't post a lot, or like you said, they're not really active, right? Maybe.
Right, but what if? So it's a red flag is if she's really active but just doesn't post him.
Okay, but what if she does social media for a living and she likes to preserve her privacy?
But assuming she doesn't, we're talking about the average girl, right? So if she's doing OnlyFans, yeah, she probably doesn't want guys in like her pictures, obviously, unless like they're fucking her, because for OnlyFans.
Yeah, like promotion, you know.
Yeah. But like other than that, like the average girl who's very active, which is the average girl, doesn't really post pictures of him, but posts a lot of pictures of herself.
I mean, I feel like some girls just really like privacy in their relationships. Like, you know what happens when a girl posts like her man on her Instagram? It's just like it can create a lot of issues with her friends, with like acquaintances, and some girls just don't want that drama. Like a bunch of my friends, they don't want the drama. Like they really love their man and they love the relationship, but they're just not about that.
What drama do you think would come up from that?
Like people gossiping or like just unnecessary people talking about your life when it's something that you want to preserve to yourself.
Oh, so like talk shit.
Yeah, they talk shit about your new relationship, and sometimes it's just like bad vibes.
What do you
for,
think
like,
they're gonna roast your boyfriend?
No.
What is it?
No, it
Like
just
bad
creates,
vibes.
it just creates sometimes people just don't want that drama, and girls can be like a little dramatic sometimes with like dumb stuff. And
I just don't get like where does the drama come from? Like do you mean
you're
like
a
drama
guy.
like a girl slides in the guy's DMs from?
oh, you know what people actually do? I've seen this happen. Some girl posts like her man, like she's like kind of showing people like this is my man, right? And then people that follow her start sliding into the guy's DMs where they're like trying to be all interested in stuff, even though they know like he has
That's
a girlfriend.
fine. So you think that's where the drama would come from? Because I just don't get how like posting your man is
Like
drama.
that can happen. A lot of other things can happen. Like you just don't understand.
I just don't understand.
You just don't understand.
But yeah, the girl would the funny part is the girl who's very active will still want the guy to put a lot of pictures of them both up.
I don't know what kind of a girl you're talking to, but
Really?
my girls don't do that.
If you're dating a guy hardcore and you see he's very active on Instagram, you're not gonna be like, oh, I hope he posts about me today. It's like we
Well,
want
I
to
would
cute
hope
things.
so. I
Yeah,
would-
that's what I'm saying. You disagree with me, but then explain something that agrees with me. I swear to God, every time. I have a question for you. Another one.
What?
Does the influence of your friends affect the chances of a guy?
Definitely, especially if they're like saying stuff that I don't want to hear, or they're just like spitting out facts for me, you know, like they kind of do their little analyze situation.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, cause like when I tell guys to like go to the clubs and stuff, what I call a more approachable prospect is the one. This sounds nasty to say, but it's just the reality of it. If you want to be a guy successful in the club, you do need to be aware who our friends are and how many friends are there. Because when you hit on a girl at a club, you're not just hitting on her, you're also hitting on her friends.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is for one friend to be like, no, girl, don't go away, don't go away. And she won't go to your place. She'll let you stay.
Yeah,
All right.
literally, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not because, I mean, obviously if she's drunk, she shouldn't. But most of the time, it's not because of her alcohol influence. It's because her friend, for whatever reason, did not find that guy attractive.
Yeah.
And most girls want guys that other girls want. And the level of how attractive her friends are also matter. A lot. There's a reason, like I talk to my friends, there's a reason why when you talk to the hot girl who has very, let's just say, for us, non-attractive friends, those girls are so much more chill and like lenient talking to guys. But the girl who's hot and also has hot friends, it's like so stuck up, so like, and that's because like think about it, you know, it is what it is. A guy would talk to a girl who has friends who are not attractive. Those friends are gonna find that guy very attractive, and they're gonna gas him up, and that's gonna make the hot girl be like, oh yeah, let me give him a chance. However, the other hot girls are gonna have such high standards that if a guy's missing one of these bullet points, right? I'm not generally speaking. I'm like on average speaking.
If they did, would I not? Is that the question?
Do you think it's possible that you would refrain from talking to a guy because all your friends were making him either look ugly, broke,
No,
or
I've
loser?
gone through that so many times and nope, never changed
And
my
you
mind.
never learn your lesson.
I'm fucking stubborn. What can I?
Advice that I have at club is it's easier to approach a very attractive girl who has friends who are unattractive, on average. But there's no like secret formula for anything.
No, there is.
You're never gonna get a 10 like out of 10 chances, and any guy who's successful with girls know it's a numbers game. It's all about shooting your shot. You saw one of my videos before, and you used that word in a very strong manner. What was it about it that you found misogynist? Because I explained it to you, and you said when you explain it, it's not. But I got from it is you want me to just say it in a more nice way. But what about it did you find it just...
I feel like generally it's about the way you're talking about women in general, or like even your girl. You know, I feel like if you're talking about a group of girls that came to visit your house and then they were eating your food and stuff, I feel like it's kind of misogynist.
But how's that hating women?
How is that not hating women? You're talking about these women that came here and you guys were enjoying their company, but like they eat your food and you're like these girls are cockroaches.
I think you're referring to when I was talking about screening a girl and how to avoid her going out on a date with you just for free food, because it happens a lot. Even if the girl's attracted to you, she might.
No, it wasn't in the same context.
Had to be.
No.
So it was just, don't invite girls over to eat in your house because they're just cockroaches. That was the sum of it.
No, it's not. Although.
Tell me about the TikTok ones, because maybe that one, they were shorter, so you might remember that one a little bit.
I don't remember.
Because there was one about, I think you might have agreed with, about the double standards and how we look for a mate in our own shallow way.
So what were the double standards again?
How a girl can literally say whatever she wants, no matter how shallow it is, especially on dating apps or in person.
Oh, okay.
But then the minute a guy says, "I want a girl who's not fat,"
oh yeah,
it's misogynist.
I don't agree with that. Like,
and it's like, and then some of the comments are like, "Oh, well, that's not a standard that anyone should go by." That's not my point. My point is, a girl should be able to absolutely 100% have a standard. Like, I don't care how stupid it is. If that's her standard, that's who she wants to be. I am nobody to pick her person, right? But what I'm saying is, why can't guys do the same?
They can't do the same.
They can't.
Why?
Because, for example, on dating apps, and I've seen a lot of bios where girls list shit and it's like harsh, and they don't get banned off Bumble or Tinder or Hinge. But if a guy says in his bio, "I don't want to date fat chicks," or "if you're fat, swipe left," he can get banned. If he's an asshole or if she's a bitch, who cares? Like, that's them. That's how they want to be.
Yeah. But it's their own, like...
Because I had a lot of girls think that either A, I'm trying to tell them, no, you should date guys who are like this, or B...
You're just saying everybody has what they like, and that's fine.
Yeah, and they should just be...
Yeah.
No matter how shallow it is.
Yeah. If that's what they want, that's what they want.
Okay.
What you were talking about women is just like... Very... It felt like you were objectifying women. And it just didn't feel good as a woman to like hear that.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like you were just kind of like, if this one doesn't work next, like I feel like then.
But the reason why girls don't understand that is because girls have so many fucking options. It's insane. No, girls have so many options. Now, having an option doesn't mean it's a great option. I'm not saying you have
it's just there.
a million great options. You have the option. A guy doesn't. So
I don't get it.
So for example,
get why guys don't.
For example, think of like an average-looking girl who's
but here you're already like saying like what kind of girl is average-looking, what kind of girl is attractive, like.
All right.
But that's on your scale.
Right. But just humor me for 1 second and you'll get the point, right? And then the average girl, she's not really fit, she's not fat, but like she's she's okay. And then the guy, he's bald. Has like a big nose and whatever. He works at Target. He's an average guy, right? If that guy goes on Tinder right now or Bumble, if he gets 2 matches in an hour, that's a good day for him.
Really?
If he gets 2 matches.
Do you know these people? Like,
if he gets 2 matches, but girls. And I know this a lot because like I've hung out with sororities and I've slept over at like girls' houses who have like a bunch of female roommates, and like in the morning they'll just tell me everything or show me their apps.
That's so fun.
And you can say beauty's subjective, but overall there is like a certain level where I think everyone agrees this kind of people is attractive.
So are you speaking from your own personal experiences with
from
like fats and stuff?
From everything. Hold on. This right now it's personal experiences. So I saw girls who no one in my friend group, unless desperate, would ever like want her. And I don't feel bad for saying this because her bio, like the things she listed a guy had to have were like super shallow. The most shallowest thing you can think of. So I don't even feel bad for saying this, but like yeah, most dudes would not want to like fuck her, like even hook up. And yet she within like 30 minutes of making Tinder, she already had like 100+ matches.
How did you know?
Because I was literally there.
Oh.
And within like 5 minutes, her little thing that's like blurry and it says 3 plus, 5 plus, 10 plus, 99 plus, which most girls don't really know the first three because they always have 99 plus or 100 plus. I think it's now.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, you absolutely know what you're talking
about.
Absolutely, you know what you're talking about.
Nah.
But most those average guys have like a +2.
No way. I don't believe it.
Most girls don't. You know why most girls don't? Because they always think of the top 10% of guys, and they do this with 10%. Most girls compare guys by 10%, right? Mm-hmm. So they think that because the hot guys that they're always thinking about, or the attractive guys that they're always thinking about, get so many girls, that must be how on average it is, and it's not even like that.
Wow.
So for example, and there is absolutely, and like this is like the biggest thing we roast on other dudes. It's like, no matter what we say or do, or point out how this girl is not whatever, probably not a good girlfriend or anything like that, there's always going to be a thirsty guy who's just going to say fuck it, and he's going to go after it. But like even statistically, like over 80, I believe I told you this before, over 80% of women find less than 15% of guys online as attractive, not hot. If an average guy went to the club or bar or whatever, the chances of a girl approaching him and him leaving and sleeping with her is like low. However, on the flip side of that, it's a high chance that will happen for a girl. So why does that all matter? Well, it matters because when a girl has so much options, they don't see sex the same way as a guy.
Really? So what does it mean?
Well, so basically there's a saying, girls have sex when they want and guys have sex when they can. So whenever we are given the opportunity, that's when we have sex. But when you're a girl, you give the opportunity. The advice I would give is, one, if you've never done one nights ever, you should try to avoid it at all costs. That's my advice. Doesn't matter if you're not sure if you want a relationship, but if you ideally want something meaningful and you've never done hookups before, I suggest never do them. And if the guy knows you hooked up before and now you're putting rules on him, he's going to feel like a chump. It's not about like, oh, small dick energies, he's insecure because he's like insecure about like the guy must have had a big dick or something like that. No, it's just like you're like, you had no rules for these guys and me. I'm supposed to be special. If anything, I should have like more access to something, you know what I'm saying? But these guys over here were like complete dicks and they managed to fuck you the first night. Like that doesn't seem right. So if I'm not saying fuck them then in that case, but I'm just saying like be cautious, because if you have done hookups a lot and then you actually meet a great guy and you think putting him through that, like, oh no, you're literally telling him you're gonna have to wait. We're not like fucking tonight or like that. Girls make rules for betas and break them for alphas. So a girl will have a rule to like what a guy has to do for like betas, but like the really hot Giga Chad, she would be like, you know, fuck it. And just take it over. Anyways, that is all. Thank you, Claire.
Thanks, guys.